Well, right now I'm going to do this issue. This is an issue related to YAML files. That happens when we have a map with several lists. I'm going to reproduce this issue. Corlibs. This happens on KorTE, and this same code is on KorIO too. So later I will backport the fix to KorIO too. So first of all, I'm going to create a test in the test folder, in the YAML test file, and let's wait for the indexing to finish. And now I can create, well, actually it's okay, I'm going to create it manually since it doesn't support a test. The test generation doesn't support a Kotlin test for now. So test map list issue. So first I'm going to try to reproduce this issue. So I'm going to store a YAML this. Okay, this is another issue from Kotlin multi-platform, that if I make an internal object or property, it's not available on the test source set. So parse load, well, the code. Here I'm using the code. Okay, so I'm going to put this sample, and let's see what's in this map, so we can see the issue. So since I have pasted already the code here, I'm going to put this full screen, and yeah, this is something that happens to me that I don't know why it's happening, but only happens on this computer. So I'm going to just launch the test and watch the result. Okay, so here we have a map, but instead of having two elements with two lists, it seems that it puts C and D in the first list. So the expected result should be a map of hello to list of A and B and world C and D. So, and this is what I want to compare. And this test should fail now because its implementation is wrong right now. And let's see why is this happening. As far as I remember, because YAML is very flexible and the syntax is not so as clear as in JSON and simple. In the main method that reads map, we can read a map or a list or both, and then if a map is available we return the map, and if not we return the list. So I think that the problem is here, and I think when we have last map key is a property that we set here, and when it is not null at this level, for example, YAML works with indentation levels. All this map and this list is in the same level, but since we are inside a map, this is interpreted as a list inside this key. So yeah, this is why in the same level we have we can write to a list or to a map. And in this case I'm checking if we have been populating a map already, we set the key and the value already of this map, and when we are populating a list, if the list is not set yet and we have a map and we are setting a map already, we have the key and the value, we are creating a new list, and we are changing the value of that map, of that key in the map, to that new list. So I think that when we first here when we are creating this list, the first time the list is created, and then after that we are continuing populating the map. But after that I think that list is not empty, so we are not creating a new list for this item. So maybe one solution could be either to, when we are updating the map, maybe we can set the list to null again, or maybe we can check if the last map key is different, then create the list again. I'm not sure. I think this is simpler. So let's try this. I think it shouldn't be causing other issues elsewhere. So let's try. Yeah, now this test is passing. I think if I add a third element here, test E and F, maybe it should be test to list of E and F, and yeah, it works normally. So let's run all the tests just in case this change breaks something, but at least it doesn't break our current samples and tests. So yeah, I think this looks like a good fix, and let's commit it. So fix YAML map with several lists issue, and I'm going to ignore to roll back the version here, and I think I usually commit and push. Yeah, this change, we want to keep this internal. I usually commit first and commit and push first the test, so the person that is reviewing the PR can verify that this test was not working, failed on this input, and then I make a commit and a push for the fix, and informs the reviewer that the fix is already fixed, and that person can check it just by looking at the CI results. First it fails, and with the fix the test passes. All the test passes, including the previous ones and the new one I have added. So I think it's better to do like that, because that person doesn't have to verify that even within code, but just by reading the code. So let's commit first the test fixes YAML issue, well, reproduces reproduces 10 problem parsing YAML files with map plus lists on the same level, mass several lists, problem parsing, yeah, something like this. And yes, let's commit and push. I usually wait 1 minute or something like that, because some CIs cancel the previous push, the previous tests. In the case you make a push immediately after. I think it was the case for Travis CI, but I think GitHub Actions doesn't have this problem. So let's commit it. Fixes the issue. Commit and push, and it should be ready already here. Let's compare and pull request and create pull request. Now we should see 2 circles here, not in this one, it seems. Nope. Let's check here. No, it was just, let's remove this line. Well, let's rebase. I have copied this line. Let's rebase this branch. I'm going to roll back this. I'm going to rebase this and drop the commit that fixes the issue. I'm going to push force, and now I'm going to wait for the circle to appear here. Yeah, now it's running. I'm going to cancel this one, the previous one, and well, now that this is working, I'm going to push the actual fix here. Fixes the issue, so it actually, I'm going to check once again if the test is passing, just in case, and that it was not passing before. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, now we have two circles here, so both of the commits are running. So in the case someone would be reviewing this PR, that person could see just by looking at here that this actually fixes the issue without breaking the other tests. And that's it. Now I'm going to backport this fix to KorIO 2. So KorIO, and git pull and YAML here, and KorTE. Yeah, I'm going to copy this test and KorIO here, and I'm going to find the YAML test file here. I'm going to verify that this happens on KorIO 2, exactly the same issue. So I'm going to backport the fix here, and I put it here. Let's verify. Yeah, and since, let me launch, I think these are the same tests, but yeah. So I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to commit to master directly. Fixes issue with YAML. Well, let's run all the tests, though the YAML related tests were centralized here, so probably all the tests are passing. And yeah, this is the fixes issue with YAML when parsing maps with lists, with several lists on the same indentation level, and commit and push, and here we are. We also have since last week, now we are working on a new version, working with the new Kotlin 1.4 version. So I duplicated all the projects here using the milestone 3 version of Kotlin 1.4, and well, since I have the code duplicated here, I'm going to backport the KorIO fix here too. KorIO, I think it should be like this. KorIO, no, here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I did changes already on KorIO for 1.4, so I'm going to, I cannot cherry pick, but maybe well, in this case, yeah, I'm going to just apply manually the fix, since it's pretty simple. I don't have to deal with patches for this. So YAML test KorIO. In fact, I have this code on I have KorTE also here. So I think the indentation was like this. I have to check the coding style. I have an editor config here now, so I'm going to copy the editor config here, and let's hope and YAML test, it shouldn't work now, and YAML test and the actual YAML file here. The fix was list equals null here, and the previous fix, yeah, I think the previous fix was already here. Let me try if in this project I think I can put breakpoints. So let me verify. Yeah, in this project the breakpoints work. Nice. And yeah, here we have two YAML tests, since we have KorTE. I duplicated the YAML file here because I didn't want the KorTE core, the main project. I didn't want it to depend on KorIO. I wanted it to be standalone, so I copied there some files, some utilities like the YAML, and made them internal. This way it doesn't have to have KorIO as dependency, but we can use the YAML utility for parsing the front matter files when using the compatibility mode with Jekyll. So let me check here, list equals to null, and yeah, now the tests are passing also there. Let's launch the JVM tests and let's check backporting YAML fix with maps and lists and several lists on the same level, and well, in a separated commit, probably first missing editor config file. I'm using master directly here, and yeah, backporting YAML fix with maps and several lists on the same level, indentation level. So let's well, at least at this level it shouldn't be using YAML, so it shouldn't be a problem. And which problem is this? Atlas Resource Processor. Atlas Resource Processor. But I don't know if this failing test was here already, since right now we don't have CI on this project. But well, Atlas Resource Processor test, and let's see which is the error here. I'm using JSON here. This file is not a YAML file, so it shouldn't be related, I think, and I hope. Let's check .yaml here. So I think at the KorIO level there is no YAML at all. No YAML references here. No. So I'm just going to commit this. This file shouldn't be in the repository. Game. In which folder? KorIO. This file should be ignored. Game storage. And let's commit this first. And let's delete this one. So ignore KorIO game storage file. And now yes, let's push this and this one. One thing I don't like is that when I double click here, instead of going to the right assertion, it puts the cursor on the function itself, so I cannot know for sure. Yeah, I have to go to the stack trace and locate the issue. This seems an unrelated issue. I will look at it later, but for now, here we can see that this commit failed as expected, since we wanted to reproduce an issue, and here we can see it's passing already on Linux and Windows, and since it doesn't have any platform specific code, it should pass on Mac too. So I'm going to squash merge it already, and let's put here fixes. Let's check the commit message here, and let's use this YAML fix with maps and several lists on the same indentation level. This was the fixes 10 and the PR 11. So let's merge, let's delete this branch, and let's verify it's here, and it is the case. This was the test, this was the fix, and we have links to the issue and the PR fixing the issue. So right, okay, so this has been the fix, just one line nulling a value, and see you in the next video.